welcome to the kitchen. My name is Alicia. This is our golden acre. My family and I live on 1 acre, and one of the fantastic things about our 1 acre is there's 5 amazing maple trees. And when the weather gets to the point in the winter when you're starting to get days above freezing and nights freezing, below freezing, that is when our maple sap starts to run, and that's when it's time to start getting our maple supplies ready. We're tapping our maple trees today. This is one of my favorite parts of the year, the harvest. Are we ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Is the German Shepherd ready?
This system for our scale is very simple. A bucket for each tree, a couple of extra for transporting the sap to the house. 5 trees with a total of 13 taps, using food grade to transport the sap from the tree to the bucket. Drilling a hole 2 to 2.5 inches reaches through the bark into the sapwood. This hole should be slanted slightly downhill to allow gravity to help with the process. A maple spile transports the sap from the sapwood to the outside of the tree to our tubing and then to our buckets.
Can somebody? You get this like light fluffy snow that almost looks fake. That's sugar snow. My husband and I are outside checking for possibly our first run of maple sap for this year. First couple trees, not so much. We're gonna go check our 2 best producers.
Yep.
What do we got?
Probably a gallon.
Okay. I think we probably are about at 2 then. It looks fake. It looks like fake snow in a display. But that's sugar snow right there.
Another gallon.
This is our silver maple. Got a few cups here. Not have morning. We tapped our maple trees last Sunday. It is now Saturday, the following Saturday, and we've got sap to boil in dogs that are dying to get outside and run. We have a little bit of sap stockpiled because we got 2 gallons on Wednesday. We got another 2 gallons on Thursday. We got quite a bit last night, but we also had some obligations, so we couldn't get to boiling sap. So we set it off to the side out here in the cold. Now it's going inside to boil. How much do we have? I forget. So that one's about, we've got 3 buckets.
4 gallons there. Probably 2 there. And that one's full from last night.
Okay.
So 11.
Yeah, so in the 10
11-ish
to
gallons.
12 range. Okay.
Plus there's probably some.
Yeah, some that may have ran last night. It was pretty mild last night. It's cold today, so we don't think we're going to get much of a run today, but there may have been some that ran last night. All right, so this space is a greenhouse that's attached to the house. We feel like it was built more for use of passive solar than an actual growing space because we can't quite figure out a good way to use it for growing because it's too cold. When you're trying to start like your tomatoes and peppers and things, it's too cold out here, and I think it would be too expensive to keep up above freezing. And then there's a big maple tree right here, which is awesome. So like spring, summer, or when the leaves are on, there's not enough sun that comes in here to use it. So it really does work for passive solar. We're kind of unsure of how to actually use it as growing space. But it works wonderfully for our maple sap room. I bet.
It absolutely does.
Smart husband, always agree with his wife, even though when he wasn't necessarily listening to the comment.
We were talking about how it's built for passive solar, and we don't quite know how to use it as growing space.
You passed the quiz this time.
Boom. Nailed it.
Okay, so a lot of times we'll use a pillowcase in the bucket to filter. I'm just using this morning one of my tea towels that I use for my sourdough in my big stainless steel colander, and we're just pouring it through that way just to kind of see how we like that. And also, the pillowcases are not freshly washed at the moment. Two young dogs that have been in the house too much while everybody's been working and at school. Oh, thank goodness. Come on, Dad. Oh. A little bit. I noticed this tree, it looks like the sap's like running, at least yesterday, or the day before when it wasn't raining. But it's running, but it's like not coming out, all of it coming out the tap. Like it's running down the bark.
It runs down what?
It's running down the side of the tree. Slushy gallon?
Slushy gallon.
Oh, I'd locked Nala out. I need to get her. It smells so good in here when the sap is boiling. It's like makes me happy every time I step out of the house into this room where we're boiling. It's so sweet and so earthy and so lovely. truly. And it still amazes me. That's just in the trees. So cool. Okay, so the sap's been going all day. We had to turn it off for a short period of time for an appointment that we had to get to today. This started as close to 15 gallons of sap. All right, tell me what you're looking for when you switch from out here to inside.
Basically, just kind of like a golden brown.
Mm-hmm.
And when the boil gets to like a really tight little bubble, pretty much what I look for.
All right, scientific.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Ma'am. Back up.
Some may ask why we bother adding this to our evenings. The answer is this: because it is beautiful. It is time outside. It is connection to the weather, the seasons, and the natural rhythms of the earth. Hindsight is 20/20. There are times when we look back and we wish we would have done something differently. In this case, my vision is crystal clear. Looking forward or backwards, the time and effort invested in our maple seasons, on our property, on our 1 acre, is time and effort well spent. I am so thankful for the harvest and the time with my family.